So this week I modified my tail to give it a little bit of an upward curve because I found that hanging straight down it was bumping into my legs, or I'd have to sort of squat a bit, which is fine, but thought it would be nice to have a curve so that it has a little bit of a bounce and it's not dragging on the ground. But the ridiculous thing is, this is an animatronic tail from the tail company. And I love it, and I have no regrets about buying it. But I've almost never used the animatronic part of the tail for a couple reasons. Here you can see the curve that I've given the tail. Now, why would you buy an expensive animatronic tail but never use it? And the number one reason is it's pretty heavy. With the animatronic core in the tail, it's quite weighty. And, you know, it's not always comfortable to wear, especially if you're sitting or trying to lie down with it, because there's a plastic box that comes out of the end of the tail that attaches to the belt loop. And while that's all great, it's just not ideal for the types of activities that I like to do with my tail. So what I did is I actually removed the animatronic core of the tail, and I have that stored in a safe place. And of course this is going to go terribly wrong. So what I did is a couple things. I restuffed the tail with recycled fibers that I had saved from packaging. Okay. I also inserted a squeaky toy at the end of my tail. And then finally, to get the curve, what I did is I attached a piece of paracord to the tip of the tail on the inside, and I made a loop in that paracord. So here we can see, and I attached a button inside the tail. So now, if I unbutton the button, and I stretch out the tail, it will go back to its regular straight configuration. Okay, and then if I reach inside the tail and I grab the paracord and I find the little loop that I've created and I attach it to the button that I sewed inside the tail, we now have a curve in the tail. And the rest of the paracord can just be hidden inside. The other modification I made to this tail is to be able to use it with a regular belt. I also installed a button and a buttonhole, which you can see here, so that I could button it shut and then run a belt through the opening. So now I can use it with the original animatronic core and the original belt that came with the tail, or I can just use it with the sort of stretchy elastic belt that I normally wear. Anyway, I'll see you bopping this weekend in the village in Montreal.